Hi, this is a video for me. I have got a dress on, by the way. For me to talk about the relationship I believe there is between idiopathic intracranial hypertension, basically chronic IH, or pseudotumor cerebri, or however you say it, and polycystic ovarian syndrome. Unfortunately, I have only met one person out of, I think I know at least 10 personally, like Facebook personally kind of thing, that I've talked to a lot. Out of about 10, I know one who has successfully got over or is successfully in remission from IIH. She did it by diet and steroids. Um, she had a course of steroids that I didn't really understand what that was, and that didn't work. And then she went on this really strict diet, and I haven't seen her moan about headache or anything at all, so I can only presume she's doing well. Unfortunately, the other people I know with PCOS and IIH tend to be more chronic. Now, whether this is because they're not helping themselves, sorry to be horrible, and getting their PCOS under control, because the statistics roughly are every 1 in every 100,000 people get IIH, which is very rare. But I know in the UK, it's roughly, I think, 1 in every 10 women. So that's really quite common, who get polycystic ovarian syndrome. So by that linking, not everybody who gets PCOS gets IIH. But what I think happens is it's something to do with the drugs, and if you're susceptible to it, or if your body's not made properly. I believe my biggest problem came when I took the morning after pill. I had no clue that I was ill. I had no clue I had PCOS. Nothing. As far as I was concerned, it was normal not to. I was just normal. I didn't have periods. When I did, they were. It was like an alien. I was so not used to it. And then I got attacked when I was at university, and one of the girls dragged me to get the morning after pill. Sensible, yes. At that point, we didn't know I had no chance of getting pregnant. And that then kicked my system into doing stuff. Now my ovaries went nuts. I mean, I was bleeding like loads, and my PCOS was a nightmare. So we were trying to control it. We tried metformin, but I didn't really like it. It did things to me. Plus, it meant I couldn't just binge on sugar. And because of my mental health problems, I would just want to binge on sugar at points. So not being able to really annoyed me. And I was young, I was stupid, and I wanted to get drunk. Um, Now, successfully, I'm on metformin and I'm losing weight. I'm doing well. Um, So yeah, I do agree that metformin is good. I've never heard anybody say anything bad about it. Um, I do think people with PCOS should go down that route. I also took a drug called finasteride, which is an anti-testosterone or anti-androgen, I think it's classed as, but it's anti-testosterone. Basically, it lowered my testosterone level, which I was on and off for about 10 years. And I do believe that that and the contraceptive pill, i.e. too many drugs in my system, is what buggered me up. And the fact that I would just go on the tablet, go off, and I was on antidepressants, and I just think I've got too many drugs bouncing around my body. Now, this is only my personal opinion. Um, when I've met other PCOSs, PCOSs, some people call it, they they seem to be like me. They follow the book. They don't smoke. I mean, I know one girl, she does smoke, and well, I don't know her very well anymore, but she smokes and she drinks coffee, and she's really ill. And I sit there and think, what are you doing to yourself? You know that that's going to make you worse, so don't do it. Um, living. The reason I think I commented on someone's post earlier, and I said, look, just cut out everything. If you can't pick it or can't kill it, and it's not just been picked or killed, you can't have it. Now the reason for this is not so much the IIH but the PCOS. The PCOS does not like drugs. It doesn't like chemicals. That's what sends it nuts. You're also classed as insulin resistant normally, and that's what the metformin helps with. PCOS, there's no cure. They don't see it life-threatening. They just see it as a pain in the ass when you want to get pregnant. But they've got drugs now that help you ovulate. So as far as they're concerned, that's that. It's done. It's a tough one. But like with everything, different people react differently. Diamox for my IIH, no good. Brain surgery, my hair's still growing, has worked really, really well, but my pressure still gets quite high. I don't think my shunt kicks in quite quick enough, but it's full max. So unless I have more surgery, there's nothing more we can do. So I'm going down the losing weight route, and I really want to lose weight now. And I don't want to be small, but I just want to be smaller. And I'm hoping that will help. Since having my surgery, I have tried topiramate, it's wide known as Topamax. I also tried azithromycin, which absolutely killed me. So, which is basically Diamox, but it's the fast-acting one. Diamox is slow-acting. So I went back on Diamox, and I'm just coming off that now again. Diamox is great. It's helped me like God knows how much, but I find the side effects too much. So I am going and trying to look into having another diuretic to help with my water retention. And that's not necessarily my IIH, that's just my body being my body. So the relationship with IIH and PCOS, to sum up, there is a strong link there, and the link is hormonal. And I do believe that the more hormonal you are, in a way, the worse your IIH is. I have PMT from hell. It's lasted nearly 2 weeks. I'm on the contraceptive pill, which some people say I shouldn't be on, but without that, I don't know when my periods are coming. I don't know when anything's going to happen. And to be honest, if I suddenly go down and depressed and I don't realise, I'm in a whole deep world of doo-doo. Whereas at least now I look at my tablets, I know when I'm going to be depressed, I know when I'm going to be like thinking every man's attractive, and I know when I'm going to be in theory normal. So for me that works, whether it's helping my IIH or not, it works. Yes, when I am hormonal my headaches are worse, but they're nowhere near as bad as I was. If you watch some of my older videos, I was a mess. And I'm really glad I made those videos, because now when I have a bad day I can look back at the videos and go, seriously? It's not as bad as that. So yeah, so the relationship is down to the hormones, and I think once you get hormones, and when you think about insulin, and insulin is technically a hormone, once you get those hormones sorted, I think it makes IIH easier to live with and easier to deal with. And I think the reason why the girl I know has had so much success with her diet is because she's controlled her insulin levels, and she's controlled the chemicals that go into her body, resulting in basically calming down her PCOS, resulting in helping her IIH out. That's the only reason I can think of. This might not have been any help, but it's been quite nice for me, because I'm looking at myself and I'm very, very white, and I'm actually looking rather thin. Well, I think I am. Sorry, less the arrogant. Right, on that bombshell, I need to press stop. I always do this. I never remember to press stop. Anyway, bye!